All right now. Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. We're going to be reading today for Scorpio, our lovely, enigmatic, mysterious, intense Scorpios. I love Scorpios. They are really, I don't think the world would be the same without Scorpios. You know, have you ever had a Scorpio stare into your eyes before? Well, if you haven't, I suggest you put it on your bucket list because these individuals can literally undress your soul with their eyes, all right? Very, very intense people. Water sign. I would say fiery aspect of water, certainly. But I'm not an astrologer. I never say that I'm one. I'm not as, some readers out there are very adept astrologers. I'm not one of them. I'm a reader. However, I do know enough about the various signs and their aspects to know that Scorpios are just very, very intense, watery, emotional individuals. God love them. So, for April, we're going to be doing our usual read. I've been shuffling these cards for quite some time, meditating on Scorpios. The aspect of Scorpios, that's those born in the month of November primarily, right? We're going to be using the Rider-Waite deck, as always. Okay, start off our reading. Then we will do clarifying with the Thoth deck, Aleister Crowley deck. It's a really intense deck. I love this deck. It's pretty awesome. All right, and then we'll top the reading off with some romance angels. Okay, we'll pull a few romance angels and see what they have to say about Scorpio's love outlook for April. So let's just get right into it. All right, as I say, I have been shuffling the cards for quite some time. So Scorpios, my lovely Scorpios, what's going on for Scorpios for the month of April for their love life? Those looking for love, will help you find it. Those trying to hold on to their love, try to help you hold on to it. And everything in between, right? This is all about Scorpios. Love outlook for the month of April. Show me. Talk to me. Talk to me now. Tell me what's going on with my Scorpios for April. All right. See what's going on with Scorpios for April. Show me. Show me what's going on with Scorpios in love life for April. All right now. Wow. Here we go. Ace of Cups. Bam. Right out the gate. Oops. Wow. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we got 6 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Perhaps talking to you Scorpios out there who are quite successful at a place in your lives, business-wise. Maybe you're a business owner. You've achieved a certain level of success, right? But we're going to read about your love for today, right? Love for April for Scorpios. All right, let's get into these cards. Right out the gate, we have Ace of Cups. So there's definitely a new love happening for Scorpios for this month. There's definitely a new love happening, but some of you are coming out of a really dark phase, right, to do with love. Just a very kind of disappointed, you know, dejected phase where you've just felt like, wow, you know, none of these cups have been worth it at all, right? None of these relationships. You've been kind of to yourself, a little bit depressed, you know. Even now you're feeling kind of like, do I have the strength to go on? You know, do I have the strength to try for one more time, you know, another relationship? I would say yes, right? The Ten of Wands can talk about you know, hanging in there. You know, I'm hanging in there. That's what I always feel like with this card, you know. It's like the 10, it's the completion, but it's the completion of a really long, hard road, you know. And completion never means giving up, you know. Not really, you know. So he's holding on right there, right? You're holding on. Some of you Scorpios have come out of a really, like, you know, empty period in terms of relationships. You're holding on for one more, and there is one more coming. There's the Ace of Cups in your future for April. There's a new love, right? But you're not sure about this at all. You're like, oh man, here we go, right? Here we go. This could be somebody returning to you. I got the Judgment card here, right? So this could be someone who's coming back into your life, and maybe like, you know, maybe before it was an empty kind of relationship, and you're just like, wow, should I really take this person back or not? You know, it could also suggest to me that, you know, you're just being a little bit more, you're starting to be a little bit more judgmental about the people that you're willing to take into your life. You know, perhaps you're starting to feel a little bit, to come out of this, you know, this phase of these empty cups, of these relationships that you may have just jumped into that weren't very good for you. You decide, you know what, I'm going to employ a little bit more judgment. You know, this is a major arcana card, right? So this is a major kind of shift here. You know, I feel coming right under the Ace of Cups. You know, you're being a bit more like, okay, here we go again, but you know what? I'm going to be a little bit more pragmatic about it this time. I think I'm going to think about it, you know? I don't want another, really, I'm not prepared to take it. I'm going to hang in there, you know? It's like, you know, his arms, in this card, his arms, the character's arms are folded in this kind of like, it always gives me this feeling like, oh, really? Nope. You know, I'm not sure about that. You know, I'm you know, I'm on the fence here. You know, I'm not necessarily pessimistic, but I'm on the fence. You've got to show me more. Show me more than just that, right? It's just a hand, really. It's just a hand with a cup. But you can't see what's holding the cup, right, in this picture. It's like, you know, somebody's showing you just a little bit of, like, attention, but it's like, well, what comes with that? I don't know what comes with that. What baggage is coming with this cup? Because I've already been through these other 3 cups that look exactly like this cup, and this shit here was fucked up, right? I don't want to go through that again. So you're going to have to show me a little bit more than just the same old shit. You know? That's how I read that card. A lot of times it comes across differently in different readings, but in this one it's really hitting me hard. Like, yo, I'm not ready for that. I need more. I'm being a little bit more judgmental. Queen of Wands here. She's like, wow, you know, she's, what? Queen of Wands is like all about like taking decisive action, you know. Action that has been tempered, that has been thought about, you know. She's wand, she's energy, she's force, but she's also, you know, seated with this regality of like, you know, I take decisive action. You know, I take action that's going to be productive, right? She's got the sunflower in her hand, indicative of the sun, Leo energy. You know, the black cat indicates, you know, that she's in touch with her deeper, more esoteric sides. You know, the side of her, spiritual side, perhaps, you know, she understands that there is other sides to life, and she incorporates that into herself. She's a very powerful woman, Queen of Wands. Very, very powerful, you know. Whereas the Queen of Discs mostly talks about just being boss lady in terms of having your surroundings and your environment, you know, having worked for the type of environment you want to live in. The Queen of Wands is more about having control of your passions and your passions and your energy and where you put your focus and your life force, because you want to bear fruit with your action, right? You want the actions that you take to be positive, always to be positive and to bear some kind of fruit, right? And perhaps this could be you, Scorpio, or it could be the type of person that you're looking for that's coming into your life, right? This could be the new love that's coming into your life. Could be this type of energy, you know, fire energy, You might be dealing with an Aries, Sagittarius, or a Leo, right? You know, a different type of person than you're used to dealing with. Maybe somebody who's giving you as good as you give, you know, maybe you're ready for that, right? So this could also represent the type of person, the type of love that is going to be presented to you. I believe this is really about, this reading is definitely for those Scorpios out there who have come from a very, like, barren, dark time in their relationships, and they're ready for something a little bit more. They're holding on, though. You know, you want a relationship. This is for you Scorpios who want a relationship. And you know what? Something good is coming because we got the Three of Cups right here, right? There's going to be some kind of a union, you know, a celebration, you know, of emotion, a happiness there. You know, you're ready. There's like signs of something stronger forming, you know. It's the honeymoon phase right here, too. A lot of times people read this card as a third party, you know, when you're dealing with cheaters or things like that. But I'm not feeling that in this reading. In this reading, it just seems to me like, you know, it's more like the honeymoon period, you know, the period where you're just dancing and enjoying each other. You may be enjoying multiple relationships right now, you know. You may be coming out of that phase of always, like, jumping right into a relationship with somebody and being unhappy. And you may be changing yourself. You've gone through some period of reflection, you know, and now, look, we got the Tower here. Everything's turning upside down for you. The Tower is talking about your whole world just, like, changing. Just changing, you know. And I think that this is what this is talking about. You know, being a little bit more lighthearted, perhaps, in your love affairs. Not taking them so serious, not allowing them to become so serious so quickly that you're then disappointed. You're still holding on, though. You're still holding on for this major love, which I see it's coming. It's coming, but it may not come in April just yet. You may need to, you know, you may need to just, like, you know, for those of you who aren't used to, like, being more, like, free, let's say, with your sexual and emotional relationships, you know, for those Scorpios who always dive right into a real relationship, you know, I think that this tarot talks about changing that. You know, I think there's time now to change perhaps that type of attitude. And I would say that because, you know, you've got the Three of Cups here. It's time to have a little bit more lightheartedness in your relationships, right? Right? Because you've got the Seven of Pentacles here, right? And this is talking about reflection, you know, just reflecting on, you know, all the work you've done. You know, was it worth it? Is it worth it? You know, this is more to do with, like, perhaps, you know, for those Scorpios who have been working on certain relationships or working on certain projects, and now you're just realizing because of this Tower, right? Because of this change, this, like, really serious, this major arcana, because of this kind of very serious change in your attitude about things, and about life, relationships, it's causing you to now reflect on everything that you've worked on all these years, you know? Is it worth it? Was it worth it? Is it, you know, is it what I really wanted? Let's get some clarity from the Thoth deck. This is an odd reading. I've been saying that with all of my readings this past few days, these new readings I've been doing on YouTube. This is a new channel for me. For those of you who don't know, it's, so I'm grateful for anyone who's watching this or subscribing. I did get my first subscriber today, and I am so grateful to that person. I'm going to send them out a personal thank you. Yeah, so these readings I've been doing, it's really been a lot, mainly speaking to those who are either just coming into a relationship or haven't been in relationships in quite some time. Those who are happily yoked up with somebody or are involved in it, they haven't really come out recently in these readings. So I will be doing more readings this month, though. So let's get some clarifier on this. Let's get some clarifier for Scorpio. What's going on with this Ace of Cups and this Four of Cups? A lot of cups, a lot of emotionality, a lot of emotions. You know, a lot of feelings going on this month, you know? A lot of feelings. Give me some clarity. Show me. Wow. Show me. What's going on? Whoa. And then these 3 just popped out. I'm not going to take them. I'm not going to take them. It wouldn't feel right to me. Show me. All right. That's... Wow. So what we have here at the top is failure. Feeling of failure. You know, feeling of failure. But then we have wealth as well. It's really a 7 of discs and a 10 of discs in the Thoth deck. So this talks about coming out of a period. It seems like you're coming out of a period, perhaps, where you felt kind of like a failure. You know, Scorpio individuals, I've had some relationships with Scorpios, and they can really certainly feel very like, they're such emotional individuals that they can certainly feel like a failure when they don't have a successful love life, you know, relationship going on. Sometimes it can make them feel like a failure in life, because this is a 7 of discs. So it's like, you know, what have I been doing with my life? But then there's a 10 of discs, and there's wealth here too. So there's I think that this month there's going to come a point in time, it's interesting, where you reflect, and something's going to come out for you Scorpios, to do with this new love interest, right? It's going to make you realize, no, it's these fears of failure. I've done the right thing. I think you're going to get some reaffirmations this month, right? Some reaffirmations that you need, you know, to help you out of this dark period. I think some of you Scorpios have been really hard on yourselves recently, you know, and I think this new love that's going to come in, 4 of, look at this just keeps happening with my readings. I got 4 of Cups came out as a clarifier on top of 4 of Cups. So you really have had enough of like just shallow relationships that were like one-sided. You know, you're pouring your whole heart out and you're just not getting back what it is that you need. You know, you Scorpios can be hard to satisfy too. You know, there is that. You know, but then we've got Knight of Swords here with the Queen of Wands, right? So there's going to be some communication going on with you and somebody else, somebody who's at your level, you know, because you are at a certain level. It might be that this person, right? I believe that perhaps this new person that you're going to be getting to know, you know, this is also a person who's very, Queen of Wands is somebody who's very confident, right? They're confident. There's a confidence here in this individual that I think, and their attention to you, I think, in communication with you is going to make you feel better about yourself, right? It's going to reaffirm that you do have wealth in your life and that you have worked very hard for all of the things. Look at this. You have Knight of Discs down here, right? The Knight of Discs, man, he is like, he's moving forward, but he's moving forward, you know, from a place of prosperity. He's the Knight of Discs. He comes from a kingdom that is prosperous, right? And now he's making that move forward to even to broaden his lands, right? So there's prosperity here. There's a broadening, you know. But you've had to reconsider, you know, you're reconsidering all the hard work that you've put in. And this person that's going to be coming towards you, I believe, right, is going to help you realize that. You know, you're going to start to feel better about yourself. And that's the law of attraction. Sometimes, you know, people talk about, oh, well, the law of attraction is you have to love yourself first before somebody else loves you. Well, guess what? It's fucking hard. It's hard to love yourself. Right? If it was that easy, we wouldn't have all these people who are depressed and going through really difficult times. If it was that easy to just love yourself, it's hard. And sometimes you need somebody else in your life. You need this person to come through and give you a boost, you know, and say, guess what? You're the shit. You're the shit. You do have wealth. You're a good person. I enjoy time with you. We can have some fun together. And I'm a bad bitch. Right? But I like you, you know, and it makes you feel better about yourself. I think your confidence is going to be raised this month, Scorpio. I think enjoy it, baby. Enjoy it, right? You know, let that tower moment happen. The tower moment is a brilliant moment. I love a tower moment, right? I'm a Sagittarius. I love a tower moment. Why? Because it's always followed by something new and fresh. This is a major arcana card. The divine. It's lightning is coming in. It's a divine intervention. You know, and sometimes, you know, a divine intervention can be you. You know, I believe that sometimes, you know, before we're born, we're in that soul atmosphere, you know, where we're up there or wherever it is with our soulmates and the people we love and the other entities that we love, and we make these pacts, you know, these agreements, you know, this next life, you know, at this period in my time in my life, I need you to come in. If ever I go through this type of period, I need your help. Will you help me? Will you come in? And then these divine moments happen because you've agreed for them to happen. It's not always a case of necessarily, you know, something that's fated or coming out of the sky from somewhere that you have no control over. Right? Sometimes these are things that we've made agreements with our various soulmates to say, hey, come on, help me when I'm in a times of trouble like this. I need you to make a lightning bolt happen, right? Give me a tower moment, right? I need a tower moment to come back to where I should be, right? And here we got the Princess of Cups. I need to take a drink of water. Sorry. Princess of Cups. And she ushers in new, you know, the Princess of Cups is talking about, you know, she's ushering new love. You know, the Princess of Cups has just gotten, she's just conquered her most base emotions. You know, she's at the point in the karmic tree where she's, you know, she's conquered base emotions like jealousy and petty emotions of the heart. Jealousy, enviousness, you know, boastfulness, pridefulness, you know. She's conquering that, right? And she's enjoying her newfound confidence in herself and having that control over those emotions. It's a kind of growing up, you know. And I think that maybe that's also what you're having. Maybe you're having a kind of growing up of your emotions, right? And you're realizing that, you know, you can enjoy life again. You can enjoy life. You're allowed to enjoy life. It's all right. You don't have to be caught up in these, like, little nagging, like, petty emotions that keep you feeling bad about yourself. Enjoy life. Have a tower moment and, like, switch up your thinking. Realizing, right? So, what an interesting read for you Scorpios, right? For April. I think there's going to be a nice period of just enjoying relationships with people. You know, maybe multiple dating might be going on. You might enjoy you might start you know, you might go on a dating app and find yourself having multiple dates with various people that are very interesting and you're just exciting and it's like totally new and different for you, you know, and you're ready to do that because you've conquered some of these silly little emotions. So now you can do that. And it's like you're having this moment of realization where you're like, wow, you know, this is kind of cool. You know, I don't need to be home and be sad all the time and feeling like a fucking failure, right? So this is a good thing for you. Romance, angels, what do you have to say to our Scorpios this month, huh? What do you have to say to our Scorpios this month? I have a feeling that some of them are going to be having some fun. Help us out. Romance, angels, show me. Show me. Forgiving and learning. Unrequited love. Honeymoon. What did I say earlier? This feels like a honeymoon period, right? Could be a honeymoon period, a period of just enjoying yourself. Yes, it's time for you to enjoy yourself. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, right? That's fine. Because I'm forgiving and I'm learning. And I'm learning that I don't have to be in a relationship with everybody. I'm going to start enjoying myself. Honeymoon period. I'm going to start maybe dating and getting out there and, you know, trying to see, you know, maybe there's a different kind of love for me out there. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments, right? So that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about not being so hard on yourself and not sticking to your rigid ideas of what a relationship should be and being so judgmental, but having a moment where you're changing all of that around, right? And you're ready for action. You're ready for communication with a variety of people. You're ready to date. You're ready to get out there, you know what I mean? And see if there's somebody else out there for you. All right? Somebody a little bit more like, you know, and then you'll see. Then you'll be ready. So this month, April, Scorpios, is a month for y'all to be dating. Enjoying your life and not worrying about serious relationships right now and getting caught up, but dating and enjoying just enjoying life. You know, enjoying your bad Scorpio selves, all right? So thank you so much for coming to this reading. This was a reading for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't resonate, throw it away. I have a whole list of other channels of readers, very, very, very good readers. In my opinion, check them out. Right? There may be somebody there whose reading resonates with you, whose style resonates more with you, and that's fine too. It's all out of love. It's just here to help everybody have a more fulfilled and loving life. So that's it. And thank you for Bow and Arrow Tarot. Like and subscribe, and leave me a comment. Bye, y'all.